Bonjour. Now we're gonna break some grips. This was a thing that came up when I was a purple belt a little more, and I remember thinking, man, there were some dudes who grab on, get collar grips or sleeve grips, and there's a feeling sometimes when someone has you where you're at their mercy. It feels a lot like you can't get out, and that can be a bit of a struggle, but it's really just as easy as thinking about what's gripping you and then trying to make the right separation and add the right tension. So something I'm going to talk about first is slack. If you try to break any kind of grip and there's any kind of slack in your uniform or your gi or whatever they're grabbing, you're probably not going to break the grip unless they're really weak or they're not intending to hold it. If someone's got a fierce grip, I'm doing this kind of stuff or up and down, it's just not going to work. There's just too much play. You can gather up strength in that movement, kind of keep that grip on. So my rule, and a rule I share with everybody and one that you should probably follow, is adding tension. And so what I like to do is I compare the gi to like a guitar string. So what I'm gonna do is if he's pulling on it, like I'm gonna pull myself into the fabric of my gi as well. So I'm actually leaning back and I'm making it so it's real taut. You don't want any slack. If there's any slack in this, then I'm not gonna be able to break it. So the first thing, no matter what you're gonna do to break a grip, is add tension to the fabric on your own gi. Now that can be done with your knee, if you're in half guard, it can be done with your foot, if you're in spider guard, it can be done with whatever, but you have to add tension. The best way to start this is just seated like this or even standing facing each other. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lean and just make him carry my weight. So I'm just kind of sagging right here, and now he's got my weight. The next grips are kind of, there's a lot of ways you can do these. The way I favor doing it is this. I'm gonna get what we call like a Lego grip, like a Lego hand. I'm gonna just cup that wrist real tight. I do this as a crushing motion, not as just a holding it motion or pushing. I do it like a vice. So I'm kind of like giving it a bit of a squeeze. My other hand, I'm gonna take the meat of my hand, the meat of the thumb, and I'm gonna meet the meat of his thumb. So it's meat to meat. Boom, right there. And the nice thing is you can kind of do it like a hit, so it kind of adds a little MMA to it. But when we get that connection, and also with that hand, I'm gonna clamp and squeeze. So I have 2-on-1, and I lean, and now I'm gonna turn his knuckles slowly to the sky and just press as I fall back. It's very important at that finish to not go back towards your opponent to generate momentum. I think a lot of people do that, and that's why they don't break grips. They'll do it, they'll build it, they'll get it real good, and then they'll go like that. They'll add that little goof up. Don't do it. You want to be like, hey man, I'm falling away, get that grip, and then just keep it up. And then afterwards, I like to maintain control with that grip and always push it across their body, so it's harder for them to regrip with this, or the other hand is easily checked. If we're in a stand-up situation, it would facilitate a tackle or a takedown or insert attack here. But that, generally speaking, is how we deal with grip. So one more time, he gets that grip. I'm focused on isolating this section after I add tension. So he's got my gi. I hang my weight into my gi or make him feel the pressure of my body in it. So he's holding everything. I try to get the arm extended if possible. If his elbow is bent and he's curling, it doesn't matter. He still has all the tension I need to break this grip. I'll get thumb to thumb, isolate, and I go the direction the knuckles are facing. So if his knuckles are skyward, I'd go up with it. If the knuckles are towards me, they go that way. That's where you're gonna put that push. So the grip goes, nice one, meat to meat, almost like you're peeling a thumb off right here, and then break. That was a big deal for me when I finally learned how to do that well. So hope that helps. When you train this, give your partner a real good grip like the first couple times, but once they get it, you're just gonna hurt your fingers holding on to your partner's gi. You get like the cool hammer knuckles. What do they call that? Hammer knuckles. Brains, little brains on your knuckles. Don't get brains on your knuckles. I feel like that's good information.
And this is Speakeasy Jiu-Jitsu.
This is Speakeasy Jiu-Jitsu.